Altrincham have defeated Ashton United by 3-0 at the J Davidson Stadium this afternoon. We're talking to central defender James Jones. James, of all the games this season, that's probably the most comfortable victory.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think we controlled the game. We normally would do. The way the game worked out was a bit of an ugly one, but I think it was comfortable. They've not really. I think they've had one chance in the second half where they've managed to get in. Other than that, I can't really remember them having a chance in the game. But although we didn't control the game like we normally would, it was a comfortable 3 points. Yeah.
As we have been doing in recent games, we started the game very well and got an early goal. Lovely piece of play by James Poole, and Andy White's got into a good position and fed the ball into JJ. It was a comfortable finish, but really nice move.
Yeah, you know, although, like I say, we didn't control the game, we had some nice passages of play at time. We managed to get the ball forward fast, and get some good runs in behind and put some good passages of play together.
Ashton did have plenty of possession in the first half and caused us one or two problems. A couple of issues from corners that they've probably been a little bit disappointed with. But generally, we protected Tony Thompson very well, and when it did get through, he was up to the challenge.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about. I think for us, it's about recognising the important parts of games, and you know, there's 10-15 minutes left of the half. They are on top, so we've just got to simplify everything we do. Just not trying to be clever, but just see the game out. And I think, you know, you look at the Stockport game last week where we've conceded going into half time. I mean, conceding there, it simply couldn't happen, but it did. So we had to learn from that and just recognise, okay, they're the team on top at the moment, so we'll just make sure we get into half time with a clean sheet. And like you say, one or two little half chances maybe from corners, but other than that, you know, they weren't getting near our goal.
Early in the second half, a pivotal moment. Sam Sheridan, who of course was here last season, a former colleague of yours, cleaned through, but a superb piece of goalkeeping by Tony Thompson.
Yeah, you know, that was massive from Tony. I said that to him at the end, that, you know, although it's the team's clean sheet, I said that was largely down to him there, because he's not had much to do during the game, but when we've needed him to step up, you know, he's really stepped up. He's got out early, he's spread himself well, and you know, if that goes in, it's 1-1 and the game flips on its head, and it's, like I say, it's a totally different game. You know, could go anywhere. So that was massive from Tony and great for him as well.
And within a few minutes, we've doubled the league free kick. Well played in by JJ, and it certainly looked like it got a deflection off at an Ashton defender.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, it was one of those games where, you know, we didn't create an abundance of chances, but when things did drop in around the box, it seemed to go for us more often than not, and and you know, you'll take those lucky ones all day.
Last season against Ashton, we were 3-0 up here with 10 minutes to go. It finished 3-2. We were 3-1 up after you scored at Hurst Cross back in February. It finished 3-3. So at 2-0, we probably expected a reaction, but it didn't really come from them.
Yeah, no, and I think it's down to us being professional about what we're doing. You know, we want to score goals, we want to entertain, we want to play attractive football, but ultimately 3 points is what we're here for. And, you know, we've just seen the game out, and yeah, it was comfortable.
Owen Dale came on a sub and he scored his second goal for Altrincham Football Club and his second goal in as many home games. It wasn't a classic goal. The keeper might be a little bit disappointed with it, but he looks like he's going to be a really good player for the future, Owen.
Yeah, no, definitely. Owen's come in and he's had a really big impact, possibly where we needed someone to come in that wide area. I think Brendan was in, and for whatever reason things didn't quite work out for him, but Owen came in. I think it was Darlington away was his first game, and he made a big impact straight away. And I think he will be disappointed to have been left at the starting 11 today, but you can't do much more than come in and get a goal, so it's good for him.
And from your own point of view, you've been a regular pretty well in the side throughout the season, and it's going very well for you.
Yeah, you know, I came into the season and I knew what I needed to do in terms of taking my game up to the next level, which, you know, I like to think that I'm doing. Last year I was a little bit inconsistent, and you didn't always know what you were going to get from me, but you know, I'm working hard and taking things on board that I'm being told, and no, I feel like my game's in a good place right now, and I'll just keep working hard and hopefully keep it there.
And we're now in 11th position, 4 points off the playoffs with a game in hand. Nuneaton Borough come here on Tuesday night. They've had their problems this season, but have produced a really good result at Stockport County today, drawing 2-2, and they'll be really pleased with that. So if we could get 3 points on the back of today's 3 and make it 6 in 4 days, that will be fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think we're at an important time of the season now where we're sort of drifting in no man's land a little bit, and it can swing one way or the other. So these games coming up, like Ashton at home, Nuneaton at home, you know, we're really going into them, you know, expecting 3 points, but also knowing, although we're expecting it, knowing what a tough task it's going to be. I mean, you look at Stockport today, I think you ask anyone in the league, you'd nail them on to go and win that game, and it hasn't come off for them. So we have to be right at it not next week on Tuesday.
That's the thoughts of James Jones there, Altrincham central defender, following Altrincham's 3-0 victory over Ashton United at the J. Davidson Stadium.